Hey there. I just wanted to touch on a couple of things that I feel is like super important. And I just wanted to go ahead and just kind of give you a little bit insight of what my thought is. And so I was just thinking about how important communication is. Like, obviously, we all know it's really important in regards to our relationships, right? I mean, people get divorced over not having conversation about finances or who you talking to or why are you doing things this way or just put the dishes in the dishwasher, make the bed. It's nothing personal. But anyway, so um people don't communicate and it becomes an issue, right? So, but not so much do I want to talk about like on our personal relationships. This is for people out there that own a business and we get so when we own our business, this is the thing. When we own our business, one of the things that typically will occur is we get bogged down with everything, right? So we're in charge of the marketing, we're in charge of the accounting, we're in charge of the payroll, we're in charge of the legal stuff, we're in charge of organizing and just structuring everything, right? That's our job as a business owner, to make the sale. But we forget sometimes along the way that what's most important is the communication. And sometimes things might fall through the cracks every now and then. Maybe you didn't make that phone call that needed to happen. Oh my gosh, my own personal experience today. A miscommunication on what time our meeting was. I ended up missing it. They reached out to me, and I was like, I thought it was at this time, but it was okay. There was a misunderstanding, but we worked it out, right? And it was helpful that we had that conversation. Maybe what if I didn't reach out? What if they didn't reach out to me? I would have showed up at that appointment at a different time and they wouldn't have been there and I would have been like, what's going on? Right. And so that's something that you have to think about. And sometimes it's the little things, right, that slip through the cracks. So for instance, if you're dealing with any of your clients, the most important thing is that you communicate well, because if you do not, that leaves them with the opportunity to come up with their own ideas and thoughts and answers to the questions that they have in their mind. So whether it's a question about why did they do it this way, why aren't they here yet, things like that. Well, maybe their first reaction, because they've been burned in the past, is that you're going to burn them too, and now they're uncomfortable, now they're angry. And even if you do reach out to them a little bit later, their mind's already been going, and now you have to talk them down off the cliff, help them understand that you're not a mean person that's trying to attack or hurt them or anything like that, right? So that's probably one of the biggest reasons, right? Um, the other is that you need them to feel special and important. If your client doesn't feel special, if they don't feel important, then they begin to think that you are cheating. I know that sounds weird. Obviously, you're in business, you have other clients, but they don't want to feel like you're cheating. Like, nobody wants to feel that. They don't want to be like, well, somebody else is more important to me. That you don't want to hear them say words like, um, well, obviously we already paid them, so they'll just go be somewhere else, kind of like, why buy the cow if you already, if, what is it? Why buy the cow? Why buy the milk if you have the cow? Why buy the milk? Why buy the, I don't know. Maybe you guys remember how that goes, but anyways, so that is something that you have to remember is they want to feel special. And if you're not paying attention to them, you're not communicating, even worse, you're not fulfilling what you said you would do, which is a whole nother topic of, be a man or woman of your word. If you're going to say you're going to do something, do it. And if you don't, then you tell them before that time is due to have it done. Does that make sense? So you just don't want to screw things up like that and give yourself a really bad reputation in the end, because if someone feels sour towards you because you just kind of blew them off, well, that's going to be a problem, because someone just keeps I keep getting a message. um but anyway, so I I just wanted to mention that it's really important. And then as for the client, if you happen to come on here, guys, you guys ask the questions. Don't be afraid to ask the questions. You might not be knowledgeable, and that's perfect. That's why you're hiring whoever it is that you're hiring to do what they're doing. So ask the question, no matter how ignorant the question you might think it is. It just means you need more knowledge. It doesn't mean you're stupid. It means you have more knowledge. If you don't understand why something's taking so long, ask, why is this taking so long? If you don't understand how return on investment works, in whatever it is that you're helping with, like, ask the question. It's okay. Like, businesses are not offended or upset because you're asking questions. And if they are, well, then I might wonder why I'm working with that person, right? So keep that in mind. Um, Business owners, don't act rude and treat people like they're stupid. Just treat them like they just don't know, and so you're gonna help them know, right? But anyways, if you don't ask the questions, then you're not gonna get the answers, and you're gonna build resentment, and you're gonna make up these stories in your own head, and that's not necessary either. You don't want to feel that resentment either. You don't want to feel like you've been taken advantage. You don't want to have those types of feelings. Yes, maybe the person you hired could be better at it. It just might not be their strong point, but they're great at what they do and they're going to get it done. But because maybe that's not their strong point, then they got to work on it or hire somebody that's good at that, right? But if that's the case, then you ask the question, right? Maybe they are the best in their industry and you'll be glad you had them, but you're just kind of getting through to who that person is. Not everybody is somebody that is super social or is really good about talking, communicating, and being the best of friend with whoever it is, right? Some of us have those gifts, and some of us have gifts in other areas, and that's just the way it is. But yeah, it's important to keep that communication up and understand where each other's coming from. But honestly, as a business owner, it's your job to understand where your client is coming from and what their concerns are. Open your ears, listen to them, hear what they have to say. If you're noticing them sounding off a little bit, maybe not reaching out to you as often, maybe it's time for you to reach out. Maybe, we go off sometimes, oh, no word is good, right? If they say nothing, then we're doing great. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. It's something I believe we tell ourselves so we can just be lazy about it. We can be lazy about it and just choose to just be like, everything's great. Everything's great. I got other things to do and I'll do that. But you don't even know the seeds that you're planting by saying nothing. Right. So anyways, I just thought I'd share. I thought this was an interesting, important topic for business owners. And of course, relationships, it literally applies to your whole life. So I don't know. Anyways, have a great day. Get out there, make some sales, get some business, make some friends, because once you guys, once you get that sale, I mean, that's really what it is. You guys have the same exact goal, and that is to win. Both of you. You want to win for your client wants to win. And, it's just good for everyone all around. So get out there and just go win. There it is. Go win something. Have a good day.